Get a Euro, they said. Great daily drivers, trust me. And you think I'd be used to oil leaks now, having owned a couple of LSs in my time. Sump off the GDI. But into the good stuff for this week's video. I'm about to ruin this thing that I just made.
Oh well, make another one. I don't.
Oh! Would you look at that? Look at that, mate.
Just a man in his bit of metal. You bend it the right way?
Yeah.
Reckon it's going to fit?
No.
You want to go try?
No, because the car's at home. I'm just going to send it to powder coat. Done.
Yeah?
I'm winging it.
Your holes in the right spot?
Probably.
You going to clean the edges up?
Yep. Alright, let's go check it out.
Alright.
I forgot to tell people what I made.
Was that meant to?
Kinda.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. This is a cast bracket that I made to stop heat ruining them, which happens on EVOs. Now to powder coat. Not the banana. I'm gonna eat the banana. So the ball joints have arrived. So for anyone doing EVO rears, they're all the same, and this is the hard race part number if that's the product you want to use. I've already done some. This is what they look like. Brand new circlip, rubber over the top. There you go, that's one with no rubber on it. These are the old ones. Unfortunately, one of them came like this, already open. Looks brand new, all good. I'm like, oh yeah, no worries, whatever. Maybe it was just checked. But it's got a damn split boot. So I'm gonna assume someone maybe stuffed it and returned it. And they haven't checked and just put it back on the shelf, which is fine, that's alright. Gave them an email, I think they'll send out another one. So we've got to leave that one. I'll use this one. I'll show you how easy these are to press in. That even an idiot like me can do it. Set her up in there nice and snug. Make sure you clean everything so it's going to sit nicely. And go for it on the press. And that is it. Idiot proof. And just pop your circlip on to lock it in there. Boot over the top, and you're done. We have just run into a new issue. So I was going over all these, make sure everything's sitting properly, and I spotted that. So right here is a factory casting mark that has a big crack through it, there, and even on this one. God damn it. Is this a common EVO thing or what? And that's them all welded up, but I'm not sure how I feel about this. What would you do? Because if the ones that are in the EVO now are fine, I'll most likely pull them out, pull the ball joints out and put them in those, because like it's fixed and it'll probably be fine, but I don't know. Put in the comments what you think. Would you leave it or change them? So really quick turnaround. Got this done overnight actually. So this cooler pipe all done. My intake pipe that Troy made all done with a new fitting in it. And that cast cover that I made all done and all ready to fit. All looking brand new. And here we are with everything back together, all tightened up, all good to go and drive again. So these are blocked, this powder coated, this powder coated, intake powder coated, new hose, some new joiners, new clamps where I could, and it's all looking very neat and tidy. The only issue is that I didn't even think of, and I wish I did beforehand. For the intake we used alloy because it was a really tight bend, so we had to use one of those donuts where you just cut out the sections that you need. But because it's alloy, it's lost its sound, unfortunately. So alloy just doesn't have the dose flutter that you'd usually get from stainless steel. So it's gone, but it's not the end of the world. I'm happy. This one fits a shitload better than the other one because it was all cocked because of this airbox. It wasn't designed to sit with that. And this all came out amazing. And my new cover. And all this stuff's gone from here, blow valve gone, all the stuff that ran up the front, as you previously saw. So engine bay is looking pretty neat and tidy. It's all right for now. So one of the most frequently asked questions actually is where I buy parts from, like new, used, whatever it may be. And I found something online that I want to bid on for the EVO, so I thought I might as well explain the whole process of how you can buy something at Yahoo Auctions, which is Japan, used car. Well, it's Japan eBay pretty much. You can buy anything on there, but very good for car parts. Explain the process, because it is bloody easy. So I've now owned this car for 5 years, and one thing I've always kept an eye out for is the stock radio for this car. Because as you can see, it has a Sony, you know, Bluetooth, blah, 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 which has been good, like can charge my phone and stuff like that on it, play Bluetooth, but it's always bugged me that it doesn't have the stock head unit. And I've actually bidded on one before, up to over $1,000, and I still didn't win it. It didn't even go close. That was about 2 years ago, so I don't know what the go was with the crazy prices of those, but even I can't find one here, or the ones that I do find here are ridiculous prices as well. So I've always just kept an eye out for one, and I think today is our day. But auctions can go any way, so we'll see how we go, but I'm going to explain the process regardless. So here we are on the site that I use called Buy, which is actually just Yahoo Auctions, but in English, and you're able to bid yourself, which you can't do on Yahoo Auctions. You can actually click the link here on your item and it will take you to the Yahoo Auctions link for that. So here's the head unit that I have found. I searched the genuine part number, comes up as CP9A Lancer EVO, which is the right one, or you can just search through automobiles and blah, 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 go into your section. Does have a plug, which is good, shows that it's working, which is grouse. No red flags in the description here. Tells you about shipping, stuff like that. And as you can see, I am currently the highest bidder at 38,000 and a bit yen. 30,000 yen. That's my highest bid that I've put in at the moment. 16 minutes left, 18 bidders on it, so it's currently at 330 bucks. I will happily pay a lot more than that. So this is it. I double checked it with, you know, genuine part number, which is there. Double checked it with the brochure that I've got, and I even double checked the part number here in Amiyama, which is a genuine parts supplier. So if I click here, it gives me the genuine part number, which is the same as what is advertised on the used one on Buy. So 1 minute left and it has jumped a fair bit. I've upped my bid. It's currently at $422, and as I said, I will go a lot more than that. 23 bids on it at the moment. I'm actually going to up it a bit more, to be honest. Oh, I was too slow. Did I win it? I don't even know. Hang on. Uh-oh. You're seeing this unravel in real time. Now I'm shitting myself, so I don't know if I won that or not. I can't remember what my highest bid was. Oh, thank God. All right. Refresh the page and it says that I won it. Oh my God, I'm pumped. Finally, a stock head unit. Well, as long as it shows up, because overseas is no different to here. You can get scammed. The only good thing is using Buy, because it's a middle person, you will get a refund if they can't get it. So what happens now is the seller sends it to Buy, and then Buy repackages it and sends it back to you. There's actually another one that I think I'm going to bid on, this top one there that has 9 bids on it, but look at all the other ones that are on there for like buy now prices. $1,000, $1,700. This is what I'm talking about. Crazy, crazy prices. But this top one is actually from the same seller that I just won the other one from. So I think I might bid on this one as well. Because if I can get that here for $300 or $400 and sell it for like $600, $750. As you can see, I'm currently the highest bidder on this one too, but we'll see how we go. Good luck to me. And that's it. Now we wait for hopefully the package to arrive, and hopefully I'll win the other one as well, but we'll see. And believe it or not, 2 days later, she has arrived. And just to double check from my genuine brochure, it's the right one. Pumped is an understatement. Now thank God whoever put this aftermarket unit in it left the factory brackets, so they're still there, so I can mount the unit properly and even mount my defies properly to the bracket, so that's not flopping around everywhere as well. Now behind here, this did come with a plug, right? which is grouse. That's a factory plug with a bit of the factory harness. And it had this behind here that's sort of all looped, and that went into this plug, which obviously looks factory, and it's the same plug as what came with the unit. So I highly doubt my luck, but if they've just jumped the new unit off the old wiring, then I should be able to just plug this in and at least get some power and figure out the speakers and stuff later on. But I'm not liking my chances, but let's see how we go. Believe it or not, we got power, we got lights, and we got sound. Oh, hopefully I don't get copyright for that song. But god damn, I'm so happy with that. Oh, over the moon over something so silly. You know, while I'm in here, and I actually forgot to mention previously, because I got this a while ago, I managed to get for this car as well. Haha. Now, obviously these are not for this car, unfortunately, but I just love having books. So these books are actually from an RVR, which is a small Mitsubishi SUV from the same era that had the same running gear actually. So just a whole heap of random Japanese stuff, which I find cool. But I also managed to get, apart from it still having the RVR book in there, I got an English translated version of the EVO 6 manual. So this is the factory manual, reprinted, all in English. Which is a very cool thing to have for this car. Now it has been a long time since this thing has seen the light of day, that's for sure. Gave it a quick wash. I'd forgotten how much I love this car. But I actually came across a part that I didn't know I needed, because I didn't know it existed, which is this. Now what they are is the cover for here, which I didn't know it was supposed to have. I just happened to spot it on someone else's car when I was buying parts from them. When I was looking at their EVO 6, I spotted it through the window. I thought, no way! How do I not have that, and do I not know that exists? So managed to track some down from Vega. It was the last pair they had. Vega coming through clutch as usual, where I buy a lot of parts from. So I'm gonna pop those on and oof, it's gonna be the cherry on the cake. I've said it many a time in these videos, but it's the little things that count. I swear that should be this channel's slogan, but goddamn I'm happy with that. While popping the other side on, which looks damn good also, I noticed this. 100% gotta buy this now. Now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. Now I definitely gotta rep and shout out the companies that helped me. Vega has helped me along the way with the EVO a lot with parts. I'm gonna say majority of the stuff I buy has been bought from him, and it needs to be added to the toolbox here, which I have very little room to add stickers. I've even resorted to the back here. There we go. If you got any stickers, send them my way so I can fill the box. Also, if you're heading to Sakura Picnic, which is I think at the start of May, a very good car show for Jap cars. I'll put the link down below, but if you're going, I'm actually doing a pre-meet for any Western Suburbs people, just so we can sort of go for a bit of a drive, a big pack of cars all together, which is fun. I'll put a link to that down below also, so click that you're going if you want to meet up beforehand. If you're a long time watcher, then you probably know that for me, the most exciting, best, just thing I love doing to the EVO is just brand new, genuine parts. Whether the car needs it or not, if I find something, come across something interesting, I'll buy it regardless, as long as I've got some spare money hanging around. And today's video is no exception with this bad boy. As usual from a Vega. Now I even go back to stores that I shop on regularly. You know, you leave it for a couple of months and you go back and you might be interested in something that you sort of clicked past before, and that's pretty much what I've done this time. I've grabbed a few things that I've always overlooked, but now the car's getting to that stage where everything just needs to be absolutely perfect, so I'm going back to parts and purchasing things I didn't think I needed. So what I've got this time is pretty much just a selection of really random stuff. Now, this is the anchor for the space saver in the boot. This is the console lid only. So a while ago I bought the console, but it doesn't come with the lid. So this is the lid because now the color's a bit off. So I need this to be perfect with the console. Part number, and sorry, part number. We have genuine radiator clamps. Actually the shit ones that are really hard to get off, but that's how they're supposed to be. If you remember, I did the top radiator hose and the top clamps genuine, so this is the bottom radiator hose. We have the console where the shifter is and sort of comes up under the dash, because I don't know if it's in this video or a previous one, I showed a nice deep scratch that I found on it, so I grabbed that, which is that one there. In my efforts to try and clean up the shitty EVO engine bays that are really hard to make look any good, I saw this, pretty cheap, so I thought I'd grab it. Brand new accelerator cable. And these are the ones I'm most excited about. You'd think this wouldn't make a difference. I did these in my XE, and when it's something that is in your field of vision while you're driving, it's something that you really notice when you're the owner of the car. Other people probably would never notice it in a million years, but with me sitting in it, I look at it all the time. And these are both the stalks. So we have the indicator stalk and the wiper stalk. Now the reason I want to replace these is because you're probably going to think this is dumb, but so is everything else I replace in this thing. I don't know if you can tell where it's starting to wear off. So here's starting to go. This is completely gone here. And on this side, this is starting to go. And they're pretty worn and scratched up as well. So as I said, all this stuff I replace, I keep as spares as well. So everything I put back in the packet so I know what it is, what the part number is for that certain part, and put it in a box. I may as well start with the dumbest one first. Even I know this one's stupid, but if you're doing an order and paying postage, may as well chuck in whatever you can find. So with all this apart and out now, and you'll notice I have the radio back out because I realized when I looked back in the brochure, I had the head unit on the bottom when it's supposed to be on the top. So I've pulled that out and flipped it around, and I'll put it back in when I put all this back together. Attention to detail. But console and everything out so I can replace the lid. So this is why I'm replacing this center console piece. And this side as well is pretty average. So that's why. There is a reason. And new versus old. As you can see, old stuff goes really glossy after, you know, your oils and stuff from your hands and clothes and stuff over the last 25 years. Where brand new, they're supposed to be like this real satin finish. Nothing wrong with this, just a bit too glossy and doesn't match anything around it now. Again, just to show the difference in the plastics, new on the right, old on the left. One goes glossy. And we'll swap everything over and chuck it in. This is all back together and looking absolutely amazing. So everything here is brand new now. Well, apart from like this handle, that switch. But like this, boot, gear knob, lid, console, fascia here, this underpiece, and now the radio is on top where it should be. Now onto this steering wheel to obviously do the stalk. Remember to always mark the spot of your steering wheel so that it goes back in the same spot, because even one tooth on the spline off and it'll drive like shit. Steering wheel is going to be So with the steering wheel off, I thought, oh, I'm going to try and take one side off before I start filming this, because if this clock spring has to come off, I don't like doing clock springs. They're very, very easy to stuff up and it causes a big, big mess. But thank God they just come out on the side with 2 screws and a couple of plugs. So clock spring stays put. So here we have both stalks off. Now these are pretty damn cool. Oh my God, mate. Look at that. That's bloody awesome. realized two things while putting this all back together. One, was totally all doable without taking the steering wheel off. And two, why the hell did I not replace these upper and lower column trims while I had it all off? And I actually had them in my cart when I bought all this stuff, because they were cheap as. And I know why I removed them from my cart. Idiot. That's what I was most pumped on, to be honest. Look at that. And something that no one else apart from me is even gonna notice. Little things, I'm telling you, it's the little things. And the not so exciting new accelerator cable. One thing I noticed is, maybe some other EVO guys can chime in here, but all the stuff I'm pulling off seems to have gold zinc plating and stuff on it, like even this, even the bolt that holds the spare wheel in the back, and everything new I'm replacing it with is silver zinc. So did it change over at some point? I don't know. Is that a thing? Anyway, I got no idea where this video is going to go from here. This could be the end, there could be more.